70. Woo, don't have no fear. Take it from me. I'm testifying at 80. I'm happy. I'm in love. Ooh, I got a good family. It took a long time. Play the song, son. Hit me. Hallelujah. Number 1 all over the world. Billy Sharp. Art McKoy. You don't get this radio nowhere else. You better enjoy it. $ Art McKoy. AMART MCKOY. When we're gone, bye-bye. You ain't gonna get it again. Enjoy it. Lord have mercy. Help us with our sponsors. $ Art McKoy, MCKOY. We're going to go right back to the phone line. It's hot. DJ Talking John messes up my head. He takes me all kinds of directions.
So real quick, before we go to the phone calls, I want to just clarify a bit that I'm saying to your last argument is that we have to think of the residual effects before we turn to somebody and start asking for help. We did that before, and you know what we got. So think about the residual effects. We need to take care of this in the house and in the neighborhood. Here's an example. I had a lady come in. She brought 2 kids. They both were applying for a job, right? They were not dressed properly. I asked them to go home and reschedule your interview to the following week. The mother came over and said, well, if I take them back home, bring them back dressed properly, will you interview them? Yes. Hired both of the kids. Me and her talked afterwards. She said, I'm so glad you did that because the kids were telling her that they don't have to come to the interview dressed properly. So she said, okay, let's go. And she tried it out. But that's the kind of community work that needs to happen in order to help deal with this problem, not going to somebody, an entity, and asking for help. All right, so 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead.
What is your name? What is your name again? Spell it, please, for my millions of listeners. Spell it. Spell it, please. Mr. Redman, I'm glad you called. We're one of the only shows that take people right from prison and hear their story because we know how important it is to hear your story. And so you just gave me a great idea for a segment in which I'm sure that your case, you'll probably need how much time to explain your situation?
I'm good at summing things up pretty good, so.
But because, go ahead, I'm listening.
Maybe 15
So
minutes.
that's way too much for a talk radio show. But here's what I'm going to do. You're going to be the first one on the segment that I'm going to start next week. It's going to be called Tales from Prison, and I'm going to give you next week, Mr. Raiden Wright. I'm going to give you 5 minutes on our Tales from Prison. Yeah, I'm going to give you 5 minutes next week to call in, and we're going to have the segment set up, and we're going to give you 5 minutes to have your points together, tell my millions of listeners why you need help, and give them your phone number and everything they need so they can start helping you. So we're going to do that.
What time should he call in next week?
What time would you suggest?
I would say 5:30, 5:40.
Okay, we'll do it at, so we need 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll do it around 5:50. 5:50 next week. You call in, I'll have my lines open, and we're going to start our new segment, Tales from Prison, because we're the only one that allow you all to do that, and it's very important. We can't forget about you. So, listening audience, millions of listeners, next week we will have, what's his name?
What's your name again?
Devontae Redman. All right.
Random.
Ravden, right? DEM, right?
No. Random, you spell Devontae is DEVONTE and Randoman, ANDLEMAN.
What'd you say? I'm hard of hearing. You know that I'm old. What's the last name?
You said AM.
Randoman, RANDLEMAN.
Okay, Randoman.
We got it. Next week you call in at 5:50, right? 5:50, and we're gonna give you 5 minutes now. Put it all together so it can be clear and sharp. Okay, all right. And right now, Brother Redman, you're calling from where?
I'm calling from Richland. I'm currently incarcerated in Mansfield, Ohio.
And how much time you doing?
32 to life.
30 to life. Lord have mercy. We'll talk to you next week, okay?
I appreciate you guys. Thank you. God bless you.
216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Call you alive on the air. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. You're live on the air.
Yes, I want to make a comment about the guns and the community, the guns in the community.
Go ahead.
It's bad, that our governor put these guns out in our community and all over and made them legal. The kids get a hold to them and they commit crimes, and it's bad for the kids and the teenagers. It's really bad for them, and it's a double-edged sword because they carry these guns, and when the police stops them, they got a gun on them. Yeah, it's legal to carry a gun, but the police 9 times out of 10 is not going to give them a break. The police is going to say that they had a gun and they pointed it at them. And you know what? It's very bad for our community to have guns because the kids, they're running from the police, and the police is shooting them in the back. Who ever heard of a police shooting somebody in the back with a shotgun or an AR-15? That is really disgraceful, and it should be on the front page of every newspaper to make them aware of what's going on in our community. And our black boys is catching hell. Yeah, they poor, they carry a gun to protect themselves. They carry a gun so when the police know that you got a gun on you if you're a teenager and a black guy. The police know you have this gun on you. And you have to educate these young men. Don't put them out there. Educate them to the fact that they are carrying a gun and the police is going to shoot them down. I am very disturbed about this young man in Akron that was shot in his back.
Ma'am, let me ask you the question to your point. Whose responsibility is it to educate them about the dangers of running around with a gun? Whose responsibility
Everybody.
is it?
The community, they parents, but 9 times out of 10, the parents don't have the source of educating them. But it's up to everybody, the community and everybody, to educate these young people. Because when they find these young people, when they stop them, 9 times out of 10, they're going to run. And they're going to be shot down. And I am very disturbed about it.
Ma'am, I'm disturbed as well. Thank you for that call.
Thank you.
One question, ma'am. Would you be? I'm glad you brought this case up. Would you be interested? We won't be able to. Some of our people will be able to go to Akron, but would? You're right. We should be concerned whether we go to Akron or not. Would you be interested in possibly joining a Cleveland rally to support the 15-year-old Akron teen in Cleveland?
I sure will.
We'll,
Definitely will. I'll do everything I can.
we'll talk about it, okay?
Make awareness. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for listening.
216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, you live on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, hi. My name is Laverne, and I was just had a comment to make what this lady just said, and about what Mr. McKoy said about as far as like the woman with the children. And it just all boiled down to it, and I would agree with you. This starts at home.
Thank you.
I know there's mothers out there busting their butt.
Yes, ma'am.
But all the time they mention mothers. Now, once did I hear stop?
Correct.
And it's not fair to put that on the mothers. I see young women, old women, and women in between out here working 2 and 3 jobs. And you got guys, not all, but you got a lot out there doing their thing. And they're doing their thing because they're allowed to do their thing about people that I just say don't care. You know, really, you can't take care of my baby when I know you got 3 other babies you're not taking care of.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And then the other thing, that's sad what happened to that boy, and it's sad what's happened to our young boys. But you know what, also, too, our young boys is out here beating seniors.
Yes.
Attacking seniors. Carjacking. I was carjacked.
Yeah.
You know? And this boy...
Sorry to hear that.
I could still smell the milk on his breath. And I argued with this guy because it just instant hitting me. You're 15 years old. How you up here trying to rob me?
Now look at this. Let me stop you right there real quick. As bad as the environment is, our young people have a decision to make against committing crimes or doing the right thing. Now, I'm not saying that I'm any kind of angel, but I grew up in an environment where most of my friends, almost all of them, were drug dealers. You know what I did every morning? I got up and went to work down at the city of Cleveland. Every morning. That was an individual decision that I made. Didn't make me any less popular with my friends, or I didn't, look at my friends a certain way, but I made a decision. Our young people have to make a decision. We cannot continue to say that this is a police issue, a judge issue, or anybody else. It's what you said in the beginning. This has to start at home. I feel bad because, yes, there are a lot of single mothers out there who have to do this on their own, but decisions have to be made. We cannot go to a system that is, we say every day the system is rigged against us. We're going to turn to that same system and ask for them to solve this problem. That's going to put our young people in jail. We got to think about the residual effects of it. Correct. Because we did. It happened before.
Mr. McKoy can say this and stuff. I don't know how old you are, but I can remember back in the day.
That's the problem. You all want to always bring up, I can remember back in the day. I can remember when, no, I don't want to listen. I can remember back in the day. I can remember when it was slavery. But I'm telling you, we're not back in the day now. We're not back in the day now. We're now. Well, my mama. What?
When you had a neighborhood.
Listen. It does. All of it is about white supremacy. The whole damn thing. It boils down to white supremacy. Why y'all can't see that?
But you still have the state of mind to make a decision. Stop blaming it on outside entities. You can make a decision as an individual. Just like you made a decision to turn your life around, I made a decision to turn mine around. Young people can make the same decision. They have to make a decision.
And I see a million of them getting on the bus, going to school, when they see other kids asking for food, you know what they do?
That's a decision. You are correct. You're right.
So see, when you say handled himself very well, because they could have easily shot them kids. Because he could have said he was going to kill Israel. And we saw it all on camera. Everything was on Facebook. Everything was on YouTube.
Ma'am, can I say this to you?
Sure.
I congratulate you and I love you, and I'm so sorry that you were traumatized by a young man or whoever it was that jacked your car. I know how you felt. I felt you. I feel your pain. I felt your pain. And there's no way that I'm going to stay here on millions of listeners and say that I justify the behavior of the individual that assaulted you and jacked you. We were just 2 weeks ago in front of Meredith Taylor, a young 61-year-old lady who was walking her 2 dogs, and she was jacked, and a gun was put in her face, and all right, and we're gonna go back over there. We were supposed to go over there this week, but the weather was so bad. We're going to go back over there, and we're going to walk in that area with that young lady, and we're going to bring some of our dogs along with us. And so I would really appreciate if before you hang up, you leave your number with DJ Talking John, and so I can get it, and because I want you to join us also. So I in no way could I make what you happen to you insignificant, because it's not. My thing is with the root of the problem, which does not involve you, because I feel your pain. I want you to understand that right now, and I love you so much, and I thank you for calling.
Thank you, but you know what, real quick?
Yes.
We all know the root of that pain. But you know what hurt me?
What?
It hurts you to see us hurt each other. That's what hurt me more.
So,
But see, I know, you see, we know how they care. They don't care, but we know these people. We are the most vilified people on earth, and we are the most nicest people on earth.
Amen.
That's the killing part.
Thank you so much. Yes.
It hurts me when I see young black men out here hurting each other, hurting us, and then when I see young women,
Yes, ma'am.
but they should be killed.
All right. Listen, I gotta go. I got millions of callers calling, and hey, thank you. Call again, okay?
216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Call you alive on the air. Go ahead.
This is Terry, East Cleveland, Ohio.
Hi, Terry.
Was born in the city of Cleveland, Ohio. I'm 77 years old. Been dealing with this system. I have to agree with Art. It's about white supremacy, and I'm just really sick and tired of Republicans putting it all on the black woman. I'm a black woman. You can't put all this racism on black women. It was about probably about a decade ago. I heard this on the news. Why they had on news that night, I don't know, but I never forgot it. And something like they said, there are 200 million people in the United States and 300 million guns. Since then, it's changed. Just a few years ago, now they say there are 300 million Americans and 300 million guns. As long white folks, as long as it's happening in the black gun violence, happening in the black community, killing black folks, black children, black women, the black community, that was okay. But shooting of that CEO the other day, that guy stood there and waited for that man and murdered that man. It's time for America to grow up. I think we're in for a bumpy ride if we don't change some things. But I want, as I've been saying for years, and we got somebody on East Cleveland, leadership, Brother Shabazz, been saying it for years. I want my reparations, because we were in chattel slavery. They violated our civil rights and our human rights, and slavery has to do with power, money, drugs, murder, and guns. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, man. Before you go, I have a question. So,
yeah, you can have a question.
yeah, so I agree with you in your argument about slavery. So I'm going to fast forward to today's time.
Oh, and by the way, before I was 10, I was peeling potatoes in my aunt and uncle's barbecue, so my folks were in business too.
So I'm going to fast forward to now, 2024, and the young black man on the street now. Does he not, in your opinion, have a choice?
No, it's not a choice. You can't give a child a choice when you don't have no backup and no systems for that child to grow up. I just heard about 2 weeks ago on NPR radio, it could have been 360 Info, I don't remember, that when you're looking at a 15-year-old boy child, he might not be 5'4", he might be 5'6". They said they look at him like a man, a grown man, 4 years older than he really is. No, you can't put all this on the black community.
That's not what I'm saying.
You can't keep putting it on black women all the
that's
time.
not what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying. We've got to change some things, and what's coming into the White House is not going to be helpful at all.
That's not what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying. So
I'm not going to put it on just the family. You can't put it on just the family.
Can you let me finish?
Go ahead, sir.
All right. So what I'm saying is we cannot say that a system is corrupt and is weighted against us, which it is. We can't admit that, and then turn to that same system because we don't have the home structure or community structure to deal with an issue that we have. Turn to that system and then say solve our problem.
You can't turn to a structure. You can't turn to a racist structure that you didn't have in the first place.
That's my point.
That's why they violated our rights, our human rights and our civil rights, and it was called slavery. You can't just dismiss that.
You're absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. Do you not hear me agreeing with you? I'm saying we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. A system.
We're going to have to do what we can do to fight, because it's going to be a bumpy road the last five. Somebody who wants to be a dadgum dictator. We're going to have to deal with it. But white folks, as far as I'm concerned, as long as the gun violence and the murder and the killings were in the black community, the brown community, and the poor community, that was okay. But we're going to have to find a way out. That don't mean
that's what I'm trying to.
Sharpton said, we've always had to fight our way. Maybe take 2 steps up and 3, 4, 5, and 6 back. But we've got to do what we can do. And I've been out there in the streets. Art knows I've been out there in the streets with picket signs and this and that.
So I'm more interested in solutions and less rants. More solutions and less rants.
Well, as Reverend Sharpton put it on his radio program, the first thing you have to do is march in the street to let the system know it's something. You don't like them shooting down 15-year-old children.
But what about us killing us? Yes, you can march against officers, police shooting black men. You should be marching against that. But what about us killing us? Who's marching in the street about us killing us? Where are the answers to our problems?
When you hand children guns and they don't know what the hell to do with it.
There's a decision that can be made. There's a decision that can be made to pick that gun up. There's a decision that can be made. I made a different choice than pick the gun up. I had guns around me all while I was young, and I made a decision not to pick the gun up. A decision can be made. We cannot continue to belittle our kids and say they can't make the right decision because they have the power to make decisions. We cannot continue to abdicate our kids of their responsibility to make the right decision.
Because anybody calls me anything other than black, female, and an American, they don't get cussed out.
All right.
Okay. I'm not part of the Soviet Union.
All right.
China,
Okay.
or whatever. I live in the United States of America with that piece of paper called the United States Constitution.
All right.
I do everything I can.
All right. Okay. All right.
In my community and otherwise.
You can get us at our social media platform.
No, I can't.
No. I thank you so much, Terry. You're on fire. We love you.
Thanks, Art.
216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead.
Tony Masaccio, how are you guys?
Tony, you can't come on this program ever again. I'm looking at the window that goes to the studio where Talking John is dirty. You're supposed to be the #1 window washer in the whole world. You go way up on buildings. I come into the damn studio on Sunday and I can't even see my DJ Talking John. It's a mess. You and Fresh ought to be shaming yourself. You and Fresh ought to be shaming yourself. And Antonio 360, you ought to be shaming. I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of coming to your dirty studio. Don't you have wife?
He's in a foul mood today.
I see he's in a foul mood. You need mentors. You need more mentors in your community. That is the part. You need guys like you.
Positive example.
I'm listening to you, Tony.
Yeah.
Positive example.
No, you really do. And I'm going to tell you something. As a white individual, I was brought up, again, I was in the streets. I got in trouble. I got caught with a large amount of marijuana in my 20s. I was going to jail. Fortunately, my dad knew people that got me out of trouble with money. Yes, I had that white privilege. But I was hooked up in that. I mean, I was in it as a white guy. And I changed. Of course, I went through school. I took over my dad's window cleaning business.
Wait. Don't stop. Don't say window cleaning mirror and I can't even look through the mirror and see DJ Talking John. Go ahead with your comment.
I'm going to give out my number. I need guys to work for me. We'll do that at the end of my conversation.
Okay, go ahead.
My point is, guess what? I was a victim on right down the street from our old studio, that Biggie's gas station. It was in August, about 15 years ago. I had pulled into that gas station, got gas, and I was robbed by 4 young kids. Took my wallet, I got a black eye, got a cut in my wrist. And again, I struggled to get, I fought to get out of this. And I looked at this scene, and that happened to me. If there was an elderly person or a young person that didn't fight, they could have died from what happened when I got jumped.
Yes, sir.
And I got to, and again, you can't, again, it doesn't matter how many police are out there, it's forget the protection. You got to build these kids so they don't turn into the streets. There's an answer.
Prevention.
I think there's mentors. You got to prevent it before it happens.
Prevention.
So that 15-year-old kid that's going through juvenile detention, they've got to figure it out. You got to get them in the right path. Because you can change. They can change.
Yes, sir.
It's just a matter of having somebody do it. And I think you guys are a great, and I like to hear this. You're a great example. You need more people in the black community that have money, that are professionals, that are business-oriented, to get these kids to work. And your families are broken. It's not just white families, black families, but
Hispanic families.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
One more thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this to your millions of listeners, and your listeners are my listeners on Saturday mornings. This Saturday, so the 14th of December, tune in to Flashpoint, 1490 WERE. We are giving away a $250 gift certificate to Corleone's Restaurant for Christmas. They're partnering us with the station. So all you have to do is listen to me, text them the phone number that we're going to give you that Saturday morning. One of your listeners, my listeners, our listeners, is eligible for a great Christmas gift. So tune in this Saturday, 1490 WERE on Flashpoint. Guys, have a nice holiday.
Everyone knows Tony Masaccio.
Tony Masaccio.
All right. Okay, Tony Mustachio, you better have this window clean. I know that.
216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Caller, you are live on the air.
And tell Flash I said so.
Caller, you live on the air. Go ahead.
Hamtonio.
Are you there, caller?
Yeah, I'm here. I thought they said they had 2 ahead of me.
Go ahead, Johnny G. Go ahead, Johnny.
Johnny G from 100 Million Money Wrestle Sales Inc. I was listening to that fella. Look, I think what really needs to happen, these 15, 16-year-olds, they need to be tried like adults. That's what needs to be happening. Stop sending them to the detention centers because they come out of there and do the same doggone thing. I'm sick of listening to folks talking about this belt. I say put them in jail. That's what I say. Quit sending them back home. And no sense sending them back home.
All right, I have one question for you. Are you saying that should be equally black kids as well as white kids and others, and Asian and I just want to make this clear. You said you're not just talking about black children, right? So hold on. I want to make this clear. Because it seems like your focus is really on black children. Wait a minute. And it seems like the focus of America and Cleveland and the prosecutor is on black children. And it seems like, I know you all don't want to deal with reality.
No. Let me go there real quick.
Wait, let me finish and you can go there. And it seems like in the end. Let me finish and you can say something. In the end, it seems like when it comes down to these laws, you're going to be talking about locking black mamas up. You understand? So it's a black thing, and you Negroes don't see it.
So hold on 1 second. Hold on, Johnny D. Let me go here one time. So you
are part of the slave master. The slave master is in you.
The argument that you just made, you are correct that if it's a white kid and a black kid, one is going to have resources to get out of the court case, but I'm with Johnny G. If both commit an adult crime, they should have adult responsibilities. Now, in reality, one kid is going to have resources to possibly get out of that responsibility. The other one won't. But we've got to get to, my thing is about prevention, and let's get in the household and talk about what needs to go on there to prevent our kids picking up guns. I'm sorry, Johnny G. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I love what Art's saying, but there's no way in the world that I'm going to lay the blame on just the black kids. I mean, that do?
Well, you did it. All right, you did. You did it with crack cocaine. The white folks told you, the suburbanites, I don't use that word, told you that we gonna we put this drug in your community.
We cried out to get help about that, and then we got it.
Okay, wait a minute, but you're missing the point. Why did we have to cry out for help?
Because drugs were running rampant in our
community. And why were they running rampant?
Because other people brought it in.
Okay then. Okay, all right then.
But I'm saying you have to think about the residual effects of when you ask a system that is set up against you for help.
It'll take me 10 programs to make this clear to you. Next week we might.
No, it's clear. It's clear, but you got to be careful.
No, it's not.
No, it is clear.
No, it's not.
You have to be careful.
Go ahead.
Who made that brother take the cocaine? Who? You got the responsibility of I will not.
Thank you. Individual responsibility.
Thank you.
Man, you all are unrealistic. You all are unrealistic and tripping.
You have individual responsibility that you have to exercise.
No, you all have lost your mind because you all forget about white supremacy.
Because the system is an easier target. That's why.
It's not. The system is the target.
You cannot have the backbone to stand up and say, we have to change some stuff in our household. In our black communities, we got to change some stuff. We have to change.
Okay, let me say this to you.
But the system is an easy target.
I'm going to make one point to you.
I'm listening.
75%. Now listen to this very carefully, because I got children in school. 75% of the children that go to school have a one-parent household, and that's the mother. And the mother has to... Man, y'all crazy. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you no more. Forget it. I don't want to talk. Yeah, something's wrong. Something's wrong here. 50 years of activism.
We can't continue to advocate.
75%.
That number would be correct, and I'm assuming, I know that there's data to go behind it to say in the one-parent household, it's likely that kid ends up in some kind of criminal situation. I understand the numbers behind it, but at the end of the day, there's still decisions that have to be made.
By who?
Individual responsibility. You cannot let individual responsibility go. The individual.
Let me tell you this. If I must go deeper, 2 phone calls, I want to go real deep with you.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. We'll save the stop the pain to it.
216-578-1490. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Are you there?
Hey, yes, I'm here. This is Mr. Lucky, and I want to get in here right now. This conversation is really heated. But I'm going to tell you both where you can go and find the peace, the loyalty, the support is at the casino. You know, we have all as black people have gambled from the time we were on the plantation. We'll gamble on whether this beetle can beat this beetle, whether I can throw a rock and hit that before it, you know. So we've always gambled. And, you know, and as citizens of the United States, we have the right to gamble. And we should protect each other's rights to do that. So my thing is, the windows in the casino are as clean as they can be. I'm telling you, I'm talking about sports gambling. But it is phenomenal. If you don't have anything to do and you're really looking for just a feeling of togetherness, of joy, of peace, prosperity, tranquility, go to the casino. Just go. You don't even take any money. Just go to the casino. Have a seat. Sit down next to the person next to you and see how relaxed they feel. Even with the community being on fire like it is, and this conversation is out of this world. But yet you can find peace. There's no other place in the city of Cleveland outside of church where you can go in and find so many people that have the same common goals. So I'm only saying that I think that disclaimer this has nothing to do with the Art McKoy show, what I'm going to say. But I want people to get into the popular fantasy book. That means get your book out. Get your 3 Wise Men out. Get your Kansas City Kitty out. Get your Red Devil book out. And we're looking for some numbers to come. Because it seems that the system, which is all under one umbrella, always looks out for its own, and that's us. So we're going to look at the popular numbers that's going to come out. And we're going to be the dead. That's 789. So if you don't have 789 in order to time, you want to have it between 9 Christmas. Because we got this team coming. And they want to make sure that they pay us. You know, it's phenomenal that popular numbers have always been a fancy way that black people, like they would wear their hat and they would wear their clothes. It's the numbers that they would play. Baby, that's another one. Look for that to come out real soon. Water, 1, 2, 3. Let's look for that. Another good one's going to come out real soon. And also, you know, you want to play your birthdays and you want to play your names. But that's what's going on out here. That sports gambling is phenomenal. You know, I can tell you, I guess what I really want to say to you is that what is the main question? I guess the main question is, and I got my little note here, the main question is, what is the one thing that lets me know I will make a good sports guest player? Because you're a guest at the Gallagher Casino. You're not, no one's making you do anything. You're going to relax when you get there, and you're going to be a guest. And it's as clean as it can be. All that glass in there, and all them glasses. There ain't a streak nowhere. So that's the thing. And so that's what you want to look at. And so I'm going to leave you with how you'll know whether or not you're going to be a good guest player at the casino. Number one, there's only 2 types of people that go to the casino. And that is people that gamble and people that bet. They're different than white and black. So once you know the difference, then you'll understand whether or not it's a place for you to go to. So I'll stop right there. And then if I get a chance, I mean, you guys are running out of time. Maybe next week I'll call and let you know the difference between a gambler and a bettor.
I need to know that. Please call next week because, man, that's heavy. I think I'm a bettor because
You missed that report on the Browns then.
Yeah, yes, I did.
They are statistically out of the running now.
Yeah, I know.
That $50 you got.
I know. That's why I say I'm a better instead of gambler. Hey, please call back next week. I need more. It's almost Christmas. I need something. So please call back. I love it. Okay.
I will. I'll have it hot on the chest. Thank you, man. Have a nice day. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Stop and listen for a minute. This is about you. I'm talking about the love, the money, the emotional support that you have been giving everybody. Why are you feeling close to, but just not totally fulfilled? It almost feels like the world has not kept its promise. The fact is, we are all common folks, and we are not doomed. So let me tell you about an amazing place to go rid yourself of these feelings. It's no secret, thanks to the Art McKoy show, that Lucky's Charms and Supplies carries the highest quality spiritual products around, and at the fairest price. At Lucky's Charms and Supplies, you'll find bargains on incense, candles, oils, soaps, sprays, also a large variety of spiritual tools and books for the beginners and the more advanced students. Come in and browse. You are all welcome. 6 days a week, From 10 to 7, we offer incredible life-changing talk therapy, insightful, loving, spiritual, and money guidance, herbal healing, and energy advice, along with free consultations in all matters. When money troubles start warning you with alarms, get yourself over to Lucky's Charms. We correct matters in lottery, racetrack, casino, bingo, and business in a hurry so that you'll never ever again have to worry. Visit Lucky's Charms and Supplies, 6408 St. Clair Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio, 216-924-8834. That's 216-924-8834. See you soon.
All right.
If you're having a crisis or dealing with a dangerous situation, there is someone who can help. Did you know that RTA buses and trains are safe places? Look for the yellow diamond-shaped safe place signs on all vehicles at various RTA locations. If you are in a crisis, get to a safe place vehicle or location and let the bus or train operator know, and he or she will contact the transit police, who will immediately get to your location and assist. There is no fee for safe place assistance. Log on to riderta.com/safe place for more information. This is a WERE public service announcement.
Here at Urban One, we pride ourselves on supporting local and national black businesses. Since we began our Buy Black campaign, each week we're highlighting one black-owned business based right here in Northeast Ohio. This week's featured business is Fluff and Stuff, grooming, boarding, doggy daycare, serving pets of all sizes and breeds with a range of grooming services in the salon or mobile van. Located at 4253 Mayfield Road in South Euclid. Call them at 216-971-7297 or download the Paw Partner app today. That's PAW Partner. To learn more and make your appointment, Radio 1 Cleveland encourages you to buy black. If you're a black business owner and want to add your business to our directory, just visit buyblackcleveland.com and upload your business today. That's buyblackcleveland.com.
Hey, this is Miss Controversy. You know what? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And when it comes to your car, you can get it done at All-Star Muffler and Brakes. That's right, All-Star Muffler and Brakes at 3596 Lee Road in Shaker Heights. You can ask for Mike because you know what? All-Star Muffler and Brakes at 3596 Lee Road in Shaker Heights. They're certified in every detail of auto repair and service. They've been in business for 17 years, and it's a family-owned company. All-Star Muffler and Brakes. They're having a special right now. All you ladies, come and get your car worked on. 15% off. Man, you can still get that 10% off if you mentioned you heard it on the Art McKoy University radio show. All-Star Muffler and Brakes keeps your car running so you can get where you need to go. All-Star Muffler and Brakes at 3596 Lee Road, and you can give them a call, 216-991-1125. Ask for Mike.
It's all been leading up to this. The final weekend of the Universal Circus's 2024 tour. And it's right here in Cleveland. We've been through hurricanes and snowstorms, but nothing's gonna stop the Soul Circus and our superstar cast from 5 continents. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see all these performers spinning, dancing, and flirting. And you get to be a part of the show. It ends tonight at Zach Super Center. Tickets available at the box office or universalcircus.com.
I'm William Clarence Marshall, actor, narrator, singer, and voiceover artist. You're listening to the Art McKoy University radio show, the University of Common Sense.
216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Art.
Go ahead. You live on the air.
Yes, sir.
That's all a young kid got to do is call the police on their parents. Because they didn't like how their parents were telling them, don't do this, don't do that. See, that's what we got to stop. They're the ones that's raising the kids. The same people that put the guns in the street. The same people that legalize marijuana. That's what's going on.
Lord have mercy. Make it plain. I hear you loud and clear. Thank you for your phone call.
Okay, take care.
Thank you. All right, we're going to close out this tremendous show. A lot of great debate back and forth. I want you to tune in next Sunday for a big Christmas announcement in regards to Choice with Josh. So tune into the show for big Christmas announcements in regards to the Toys to Tots. This is your Weekend Headline News. Weekend Headline News is brought to you by Billy Sharp Omni Media, a media company. The Billy Sharp Omni Media will hold a toy drop on Wednesday, December 11th at the St. Clair McDonald's in the lobby from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. You can bring by brand new toys for kids ages 0 to 14. This is your Weekend Headline News. The CEO killer. Do authorities know the identity of the CEO killer? CEO Brian Thomas, who was the CEO of United Healthcare, was murdered or was assassinated last Sunday as we were coming off the air in New York. So the question is now there's a manhunt, and do the authorities know the identity of the killer with a picture that was released this past week? The Notre Dame Cathedral is back open. They had a grand opening ceremony, I believe, on Friday. That cathedral suffered some bad burns, caught on fire some years ago. Now it's back open to the public. The age-old tradition of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree was lit this past week as well. It was a 74-foot tree donated by a young man who was honoring his father who passed away in 2020. The Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Hornets yesterday 116 to 102. 116 to 102. This is your 6-day forecast. Monday, cloudy and rain, high 53, low 44. Tuesday, cloudy, high 49, low 38. Wednesday, partly cloudy, some snow showers, high 40, low 20. Thursday, cloudy, high 23, low 17 is going to be real cold next week. Friday, some sun, high 29, low 27, and Saturday, cloudy, high 42, low 37. Again, this is your Weekend Headline News, sponsored by Billy Sharp Omni Media, a media company that will host its toy drop on Wednesday, December 11th in the McDonald's lobby on St. Clair from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. You can bring brand new toys by for kids age 0 to 14, and this is your Weekend Headline News.
Listen, all you North Carolinians or Floridians, it's time for you to move because we get cold in Cleveland. I'm tired of hearing Billy Sharp talk about it's cold. That's all we do in Cleveland. It gets cold. And so if you want to be protected in this cold weather, you be sure to take your car to All-Star Muffin Break. Tell them Art McKoy said you need to tune up, you need your work done, so you can make this cold winter. Tell them Art McKoy said the men get a 10% discount, the women get a 15% discount. I'm more concerned about my ladies. I don't want your car to stop in this cold weather. Billy Sharp ain't gonna stop and pick you up. DJ Talking John gonna ride by you and wave. You take your car to All-Star Muffin Bed. Even if you have to not get a weave 1 month, get your car together because I want your car. Weave.
Weave.
A weave. A hair weave.
I think you said weave.
Yeah, it's better. Because when you, I passed a car and the mother was out there with the kids and the car was, take your car to All-Star Muffin Break. Ask for Mike. Tell him to give you 15% off. That's right at Lee Road Avenue off of Shaker Boulevard. No doubt about it. So listen, if I have offended anyone, if I have educated anyone, or if I made anyone laugh, listen, I know that I have millions of listeners out there. Many of you are on call, but you all listen because you know I keep it real and we're number one, and I'm going to state the facts. But I want you to know I love each and every one of you all. By the way, did you all see me riding that bull in Atlanta? Oh, man, that bull almost hurt me. But I rode him. I was number one. And then after I came back from Atlanta, that Saturday on the flight, I got sick. And then going to the hospital for 2 damn days. But God is good. I'm back on the radio.
I'm glad you're back.
I'm doing all right. And next week, we'll continue this conversation and more. I just want you to remember one thing. I'm bold. I'm bad. I'm back. I'm better. I'd rather die doing push-ups than down the couch. Lord have mercy. I want to see you next week. Same time, same station. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. 216-578-1490. We love you. We're going off with music. Remember, y'all tell Charles Bills he'll do the first segment on This Is Your Life, honoring the lives of seniors and celebrating them. while they're here right now. If you want to know more information about it, please contact no other than the Sharp Man. Hear me! Huh!